Welcome to your conditioning portion. We have 4 moves. We're going to do a ladder series, which is starting at 12 reps, then 10 reps, then 8 reps, then 6 reps. So we're going to do everything 4 times through, but we go down in reps as we do it. We're going to do some step ups, some renegade rows, and some push ups. And we'll just go through that series. So a few things to note in step ups. I have a pretty high step. You can use a stair at home. You can use like a ladder. I also have like those foldable ladders to get stuff in my kitchen. I use those sometimes, but I want to give you a few ways to set up. So first, whatever size step you're on, I want your whole foot to be on it. And I want you to think of your foot as a triangle. So if you think of that foot as a triangle, you have your 2 points here and here. I want you to feel all those 3 points as you step up. I also want this to be the leg that pushes you up. So the heavier or the higher step you go, the more you're going to have to lean forward to really push yourself off the ground with that glute and back. A little bit lower, the less hard it is, but I don't want you to cheat of this foot kind of jumping you up. So hopefully you can see the difference in those two things. The next thing we're going to do is a renegade row. This is a very challenging movement, so I have a few modifications for you. I will show you our first modification. It would be on here, and you would do it just with body weight rowing. So you're in a plank, and then you're going to pull those elbows back. You can do it with body weight. You can also choose some weights to do it with. I would suggest having a big base, meaning your feet are spread out wide so you stay nice and sturdy as you row. If you don't have a box or a stool that you want to use, I think I'm still in frame if I'm down here, but I would just have you go on your knees. Again, make your knees wide, and you're going to row and row. If you want more of a challenge, you're going to come up into a plank and row and row. You can either do body weight or you can do with a dumbbell. The last move we're going to do is a push-up. We have a few different options here. We have an elevated push-up. You can either use a stair or a box. We also have the wall or on the floor. I would encourage you to keep those legs straight if you can. However, if you don't have a good option at home to use, you can definitely go on those knees. I just suggest that you really angle yourself forward to come down into that push-up. Another thing I want you to think about for a push-up is putting those hands under our shoulders. I want you to spread those fingers wide, and I want you to almost make a motion of making a corkscrew. That's going to set your shoulder up different for you to come down and back up. You're not going to actually turn your hands on the mat, but I want you to kind of think about that as it pulls those shoulders down. So you want, let me see if I can show you. So I'm just corkscrewing, and you see how my shoulders set a little different than how they were. They're a little bit more back and down, so that when I come down, I can then push up. So kind of imagine setting up that corkscrew. If push-ups are really aggravating on those shoulders, I want you to do scapular push-ups. So you're going to come on your hands and knees, and you're going to push through. If you want more of a challenge, you can add that band. Those are our 3 movements. We're going to do technically 4 because we're going to have to do step-ups on one side and then the other. So we're going to get started. We're going to do 12, then 10, then 8, then 6. I will do one set with you, and then I want you to continue on. I just don't want to do all the sets because sometimes it's discouraging if you are going faster or slower than somebody else. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna do 12. I won't be talking as much in these because I have to count. Whew. Really push through that glute. I'm at 8. If you've already finished yours, you can go on to the other side. If these are really easy for you, you can always add weight on each side or challenge yourself with a higher box. Whew. My glute is feeling that. Okay, other side. A great thing to use is steps. Most people have steps at home, whether it's on a deck or to the basement, upstairs. You can use that first step, or you could even jump up to that second step if you're ready for it. Go ahead. Really come down nice and controlled as well. Six. And a few left. Woo. And we got 2 more. Actually, I have 3 more. I have 11 and 1 more. Whew. Okay, renegade rows. Again, our options here, body weight. You can come down here with either body weight or some weights, or you can bring those toes up. I'm gonna start here. Go ahead. Oh, and right, left is 1. So I'm at 5. Two more. Whew. Okay, we're going into push-ups. Who wrote this? Who wrote those 2 together? Okay, I'm gonna come up onto my box. I'm gonna come down nice and tight. I'm gonna corkscrew those arms. I'm gonna do 12. So this is a full body movement. Squeeze those legs, squeeze those glutes, squeeze that tummy. Stay nice and strong in those shoulders. If you feel tired, change your modification. Maybe you want to come to the ground. Maybe you need to come in a little bit more so you're a little bit more leaned in. I've lost track. I think I'm at 7. Whew. Two more for me. Last one. Whew. That's challenging. I encourage you to do 10, then 8, then 6. Those last few sets, you might have to modify everything. That is okay. I'm going to keep going myself. I'm just going to stop recording. But count your reps, then you're all done. Great work. We'll see ya.